How's it going, you guys? AZPlow21 back again with another episode of our UFC Save in WMMA 5, and it is Reyes versus CIRKUNOV. Dominick Reyes and MISHA CIRKUNOV doing battle in our main event here today. We are making our way towards UFC 293, Till versus Edwards. 4 titles on the line in that pay-per-view event. Be sure to follow me on Twitch so you can watch that live. Link is down in the description below, alongside a bunch of other links like my Twitter and the Discord. Appreciate you guys as always. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you have not already done so. Let's get right into this one. It is CIRKUNOV and Reyes going at it in our main event here today. Show taking place in Wyoming. Let's go ahead and get into it. Starting, of course, with our prelims, it is Magomed Ismailov taking on, taking on Salamu Abdurakhmanov. Sorry, had a little bit of Wendy's. Ismailov, 19-6-1, taking on Abdurakhmanov, who is 17-3-1, and it is Salamu getting the victory here today. He is 2-1 in the UFC now. Moving on, it is Alexander Illich taking on Antonio Braga Neto in the middleweight division, and it is Neto getting the win with his 14th of his career here today. And he got a submission, and he's very happy about that. Congrats. Mike Turner taking on Adam Yandiev, I believe in the 205 division. Turner 15-5, Yandiev 13-2, and it is Adam Yandiev getting the TKO in just 42 seconds on Mike Turner. He's now 5-2 in his UFC career. Alonzo Menefield taking on Duron win in the 205 division. Menefield a solid, 6 inches taller than Duron Win. Yikes. Duron Win a very chubby 5'7". But Duron Win gets the win via TKO in round number 3. Remember, this is the guy. He's 1-3, 2-3 in the UFC now, but won the WEC title, I believe, at 195. Super middleweight. So at 195, brought him up, said, "Hey, why don't you try 205?" And he clearly likes it. This guy, Duron Win, is definitely going to be a guy I think about when I do have a 195 division. That's kind of not quite there yet, 195, but one day. Philip Tomchak taking on Mahmoud Muradov in the 185 division, and it's Muradov getting his 28th victory of his career here today. Khalid Murtazaliev taking on Kiamrian Abbasov in the 185 division, and it is Abbasov getting the victory. Kind of surprising. Murtazaliev was looking like a good prospect, but Abbasov 3-0 now in his UFC career, looking pretty good after we signed him up out of some European large shows. I think I signed him because I saw that he beat Di Chirico, who's a former UFC fighter, so I was a little impressed. Now look at him, 3-0 in his UFC career thus far. Bruce Soto taking on Zhang Liang Li, the Chinaman, and Bruce Soto gets the knockout 4.5 minutes into round number 1. He is 3-1-1 in his UFC career. Moving on, Rafael Nunes taking on Yancey Medeiros, UFC veteran, in the 155 division, and Yancey Medeiros gets the TKO in round number 2. Medeiros happy that he got the win here today. Iron Michael Chandler might see his time in the UFC come to an end if he can't get past Yoshiki Nakahara. He's 0-3 in the UFC thus far. And I mean, Michael Chandler in real life is doing absolutely incredible, but here, he can't buy a win for his life. Jeremy Kennedy, Stephen Ray, and then Evander Kuhn. It would be the 10th loss of his career and the 4th in the UFC. We might just say goodbye to him because he's 37. It's not even worth sending him to WEC. Nakahara, on the other hand, 3-1 in his UFC career, looking for another big win. And it looks like he doesn't get it. Michael Chandler might have just saved his job. Split decision victory over Nakahara here today. Mark Madsen, the Olympian, taking on Jamie Malarkey. That's a bunch of malarkey. Malarkey is the odds-on favorite in this one, but Madsen, the Olympian, gets it done in a fantastic fight via rear naked choke. He's now 5-3 in his UFC career. Moving on, Ronnie Yahya taking on Said Nurmagomedov. First main card fight, one of the Nurmagomedov brothers, and Yahya gets the win in round number 1, keeping his ranking intact after 2 straight losses. Congrats to Ronnie Yahya. Curtis Razor Blades taking on Alexander Gustafsson in the heavyweight division. Curtis Blades is at number 10. He is coming off a win over Fedor Emelianenko after 4 straight losses before that. Yikes. Alexander and it is Alexander Gustafsson getting a unanimous decision victory over Razor Blades. Interesting. Gustafsson climbing the ranks in the heavyweight division. Very interesting to see what happens as we move forward. Chad Money Mendez taking on Kevin Aguilar, who's on a little bit of a hot streak as of late. Aguilar, number 11 in the division. He's on 4 straight wins. Burgos, Giglio, Allen, and then Luis Gomez. And on the other side, you have Chad Money Mendez, who is coming off a loss to Yair Rodriguez, which kind of would have been a title eliminator more than likely for him. He was on 2 straight wins before that. And Chad Money Mendez gets a big win over Kevin Aguilar, 50 seconds into round number 3, TKO victory for the former, I believe, interim champion, either that or just challenger. Moving on, Robbie Lawler taking on Yuri Lapicus. This is a match that was made kind of last minute. I believe Lapicus was added in because Lawler's opponent got injured. Lapicus was like the only guy that was available. It is what it is. Lawler's coming off a loss to Tyron Woodley, and ruthless Robbie Lawler wins a split decision over Lapicus. Kind of dangerous there, but nonetheless a win for the veteran Robbie Lawler. Co-main event, Carla Esparza taking on Zhang Whaley in the straw weight division. Zhang coming off 2 straight losses, very sad, to Rose Namajunas and Stamp Fairtex. And then on the other side, you have Cookie Monster Esparza, former 2-time champion, coming off a title loss to Rose Namajunas. Looking to get back on track with a win over Zhang Whaley, and she does in fact do it. Submission in round number 1 for Carla Cookie Monster Esparza. And she wants Rose. I don't know if she's going to get her this soon, but we'll have to look at that down the line. MISHA CIRKUNOV taking on Dominic the Devastator Reyes in the light heavyweight division. Reyes took a trip up to heavyweight and kind of found out what's going on up there as he got knocked out by JDS. On the other side, you have CIRKUNOV looking to, get it going at light heavyweight, coming off wins over Nunes and Walker. 3 losses in a row before that, but a big win over Reyes puts him a step closer to a championship fight. It is our main event here today. Let's go ahead and get it going. Your referee is Herb Dean. Pardon as I take a sip of some Wendy's lemonade. I wonder what happens here. My bet is Reyes by decision, but you never know. Ooh, beautiful right uppercut. CIRKUNOV is out, and it's all over. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner by knockout a minute into the first round is Dominic Reyes, knocked out by JDS a year later, comes back into his own division and gets the job done. Love to see it. Let's see what our performance bonuses are going to be. We had a fantastic fight on the prelims. Mark Madsen and Jamie Malarkey, congratulations. Reyes gets performance bonus. Let's see, anybody else? Murdoff, you get a performance bonus. And Yandiev gets performance bonus too. Congrats to everybody. Nice tiny profit on that show. Esparza, Lawler, and Gustafsson, the highest paid fighters on that show. We're going to go ahead and skip this. As always, we're going to update our rankings and then take a look at what is next. And yeah, not much to say right now. So just want to say thank you for everyone who watches, for everyone who subscribes. If you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel. Got a lot more of these videos coming out. This series will continue to go on for as long as I am still breathing, and hopefully that is a while. So yeah, I'll see you in a little bit. If you're watching on YouTube, feel free to skip ahead until we get to the rankings part. So yeah, unfortunately I don't really have much to talk about right now, and I'm thirsty. Gonna drink my Wendy's lemonade. Wish I could make my computer go a bit faster. I have a good PC, it's just as we get deeper as far as the years into this save, it's gonna take a lot more time to, simulate through the days, especially on days like Saturday, when there's gonna be a lot of things going on. We're here anyways. Let's go ahead and take a look at our rankings, see what's popping. updated there. Gustafson doesn't move, but Blades goes down. Reyes up to number 3. Rakic moves down a little bit. Cirkunov down to 11. Duron win in at number 23. That's cool. At middleweight, Tokov moves up. Welterweight, Robbie Lawler, number 18 now. Yancey Medeiros in the top 25 at lightweight. Featherweight, Chad Mendez up to number 7. Aguilar all the way down to 16. Bantamweight, Yaya moves up to number 18. Nothing at flyweight, featherweight, bantamweight, or flyweight, strawweight. Luke Boomy moves into the top 10, and Zhang moves down a spot. The next time I see you guys will be for UFC Fight Night Gamrot versus Oliveira 2. After that, UFC 293 Till versus Edwards. Big pay-per-view card with 4 title fights. That should be a good one. I appreciate you guys as always. I'm AZPlow21, and I will see you at the fights.